So the CEO of Instacart, her name is Fiji Simo. I've called her out in previous videos. Why? Just the pathetic way you are abusing the drivers, not paying them, and especially when it comes to wrongful deactivations, the way you sort of throw the driver under the bus and don't really give them a chance to get back on the platform. And I'll continue doing that. So what this lady and her company have decided to do, that's why I say to her, buckle up, sweetheart, because you have a surprise coming your way. The surprise comes in form of a massive, massive lawsuit that this guy right here filed 16 lawsuits in the past, have a 16 out of 16 record. Sued McDonald's one, sued Time Warner one, sued some of the gig companies, won those cases as well. And I will also win the case against Instacart and Facebook. Very, very easy. Because what this person has done is retaliate against my name and my company because of all the wrongful deactivation lawsuits we bring against Instacart. So they concoct some bullshit which really has no standing. I've already run it past attorneys. And they say, oh, you have copyright infringement. So, sweetheart, my news for you, right? Your logo, your name is out there everywhere. Any company has the right to go after your gig company called Instacart if you are mistreating a driver or maybe mistreating a consumer. I doubt that they mistreat their consumers. Yeah, they take advantage of their consumers in their pricing. But the people that they really, really abuse at the end of the day are the drivers. So am I afraid of this individual or the attorneys? Absolutely not. I've had that rodeo many a times in the last 25 years. I know how to play the game. I know how they play the game. And I have sent them a 48-hour notice to drop that copyright infringement, because if they don't, they are going to have a case on their hands with a lot of evidence against Facebook, and because Facebook colluded with Instacart on this to also wipe out my Facebook account, right? Saying, oh, you infringed on the copyright of Instacart. No, I did not, Mr. Mark Zuckerberg. And no, I did not, Fiji Simo. So both Facebook and Instacart, you guys may say, oh, you don't have a flying effing chance against these companies. Not if you have the best of the best attorneys. And what I do have is an Armageddon of some of the very best California attorneys. Some of these attorneys, I've made $80 million. I have one class action law firm which set up pages just for me within the website to recruit drivers. And they said, you know what, Torsten, Rideshare Professor, you have brought us $80 million in successful cases. So think about it for a second, Fiji Simo. Do we have any clout out there with the thousands and thousands of Instacart drivers? Absolutely. Can we protest and strike at any given moment if I decide? Absolutely. So can we disrupt things over there at Instacart? Can we call you out in the media for who you are? Absolutely. Can we, go after your retaliation methods because you just simply don't like the fact that people are filing wrongful deactivations or appeals and lawsuits against your company? So if you think that you are going to intimidate me for a millisecond, sweetheart, think again, right? So I'm giving the company, I'm trying to be nice here, I'm giving the company 48 hours to drop their pathetic little Instacart infringement case. I don't know, maybe your logo up somewhere, shows up everywhere, right? Shows up on apps all around the United States, your little app. It shows up in the media, it shows up in social media posting. So I don't believe I, for 1 second, infringed on any copyrights. What you simply don't like is that every single week, my group of paralegals at my appeal companies, Activation Hero and Gig Rocket, bring hundreds and hundreds of cases against you each year. And you think you're going to scare me or intimidate me with a pathetic little threat, right? You haven't even followed through. If you were serious about your threat, you would sue. And I welcome you to sue, because I'm going to just show retaliation. So they have 48 hours to drop that. And they have also 48 hours to contact Facebook and clean up their nonsense. I'm not going to tolerate it, Fiji. I mean, I find your name very interesting. That's all I find interesting about you, because I do think there's a great place in Japan called Fiji, Mount Fiji. So that's all I like about your brand. That's all I like about your name. But everything you do, the way you treat drivers, the way you treat your customers, it's atrocious. It's many a times illegal what you are doing over there at Instacart. Well documented. So good luck to you. If I can make a few $100,000, I can ride this case out, as I have ridden out other cases. But I have overwhelming evidence against Instacart, and actually even more evidence against Facebook, who I have called out a number of times since November 2024 to clean up their act, to remove my used pictures, my used videos that other accounts are illegally using. So this is just pure retaliation by Instacart and Facebook, and I'm ready. I'll happily throw $80,000 to $100,000 at this case, because my goal is to collect several $100,000 from you. And in the meantime, you are going to get a beating, not you personally, but your brand is going to get a beating in social media and in the media, because I use ENS Presswire. I have the media contacts, and I certainly have access to all the channels. So once I start turning up the volume button, it's not going to help your image at all. So I would ask you kindly, reach out through your legal department. You have my email. I've emailed you again today. Retract your bullshit little threat, and all will be good. But you go beyond that 48 hour mark, and you're going to do so much additional damage to your brand. And that is not a threat. That is a fact. We can call you out in the media. We can call you out in social media. We will call you out in the media and social media, and we will call you to court. I have good attorneys. Again, fear, to be afraid is not in my vocabulary. And you can, again, please do yourself some service here. Have your attorneys look at my cases. Show me one case that I've lost. And I'm cocky about that, because I know the system. I know when they've done wrong, and I only strike like a cobra when these companies are full of shit, because I don't tolerate it for a millisecond. And having access, having clients to some of the top attorneys in California, in Massachusetts, why should I be afraid of Fiji? There's money to be made. I'm ready, but I'm giving them a chance. So please act on it. 480-393-6318 is my number. You have my email below. I've already emailed your legal department. Act, or I will act.